The last Maine Road Derby. The first for Kevin Keegan, who's virtually down to his last defender. Howie and Distan joined the casualty list in midweek, but Peter Schmeichel returns to captain the side after a 3-week absence. Gary Neville skippers United because David Beckham is suspended. The Nevilles and Paul Scholes are the only 3 Mancunians in the derby. Diego Forlan is again stripped only for the substitutes bench. The recent history of the Manchester derby is a painful subject for City. 1 win in more than 21 years. It was quite a win, 5-1 they beat United in what was Sir Alex Ferguson's first Maine Road derby in 1989. One of his last, I wonder. Scholes. Space for Sylvestre. Giggs let it run. Seen away by Vikins. And Phil Neville has played Ferdinand into trouble, and Anelka doubles that trouble with his pace. He's got Sean Gota in support. Gota, saved by Barthez. Anelka! First blood to the Blue Bloods. Less than 5 minutes played. Nicola Anelka gives Manchester City a dream start. It was his speed that worried Ferdinand, who was played into trouble by that wayward pass. Sean Gota had a wonderful chance to score himself, but although Barthez denied him, the ball ran kindly for Nicola Anelka, who scored his first goal in English football against Manchester United at Highbury exactly 5 years ago today. But that, as things stand, will be his most famous goal in English football. Sun Ji-hai. Fouled by Scholes. Love it outburst against Alex Ferguson was way back in 1996, but those animated images still characterise Kevin Keegan, and he will love it if his team maintain the position that they have established in the opening minutes here. And Veron trying to play in Van Nistelrooy. Put back in there by Giggs, and here's Solskjaer! The Manchester City lead didn't last very long. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer equalises instantly. His first goal in the Manchester derby. Firm challenge by Scholes set it up. Van Nistelrooy couldn't quite benefit, but the ball ran kindly for Giggs. And what a teasing cross that was beyond Matomo for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to gobble up. Just in between defender and goalkeeper. Veron. Just trying to coax the ball into the path of Giggs, but didn't curl the ball enough. Berkovic has given it away inside his own half, and Veron has found Giggs in towards Van Nistelrooy. Schmeichel deals with it. Manchester City very wasteful with possession. Berkovic in a very dangerous area. Just clattering into Veron. Giggs. Manchester United really settling to the task now. Sylvestre. Here's Giggs. Schmeichel committed. There is a fluency and a zip starting to come into Manchester United's play. Done. Anelka. Sorry. Gota trying to make something of what was a very poor pass, and Gary Neville has been caught in possession, and this is Sean Gota, and that's 2-1. Gary Neville knows the repercussions of his error. Peter Schmeichel celebrates a goal against Manchester United. It's been scored by Sean Gota. He chased the lost cause. An awful pass, really, by Mark Vivian Foe here. But Gota wasn't about to give it up. Gary Neville wanted to shepherd it out of play for a goal kick. Gota was having none of it. And his 99th goal for Manchester City is a goal that they will talk about for many a long year if it remains the difference. Sean Gota, who began his career with Manchester United. Soft goal, though. Giggs trying to improvise and feed Solskjaer. It has reached him eventually. Sylvestre, that's a good cross towards Van Nistelrooy, but Schmeichel is in control of the situation. Snap about that Manchester United move. Run away from Neville, it's hooked on by Gota, and Anelka is onside here. Nicola Anelka, terrific save by his fellow countryman. Barthez stood up for as long as he could. Anelka will feel that he should have beaten him, but nonetheless it was a terrific stop by Fabian Barthez. What a chance, what a chance. The pre-match numbers were stacked up against Manchester City. United unbeaten in 16 encounters with their local rivals since their last defeat 13 years ago, but thanks to errors by two local players, Gary and Phil Neville, Manchester City through Anelka and Gota have established a 2-1 lead. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's goal sandwiched in between. Still plenty more to come in this Manchester derby, you feel. There is a bigger picture. Both teams need points to catch up with expectations. But winning this match and all that it represents is all that matters today. Nothing bigger than that. Phil Neville into the path of Ryan Giggs. To Jensen. Gota is looking to help it on to Berkovic, but Blanca in the way. Neville's pass misplaced. Foe. Jensen. Here's Berkovic, and on to Sean Gota! Yes! 100 goals for Manchester City for Sean Gota, and what a game to choose for his own little bit of history. Clear daylight for City, 3-1. Phil Neville's pass was loose, and the touch on from Berkovic perfectly weighted for Gota to resist the attentions of Laurent Blanc and steer in his landmark goal. A player whom Manchester United brought from his native Bermuda as a teenager back in 1989, has scored either side of half-time to set up what could be an historic victory against Manchester United. And Manchester United supporters are just not used to that. He may be too young to remember what it feels like. Sylvestre, cut out by Dunn. He's epitomised the Manchester City effort. Maybe the pass didn't. There's a better one from Scholes into the path of Giggs. So 3 red shirts in the box, and Solskjaer is there, and Schmeichel did just enough. 8 years he was a Manchester United player, Peter Schmeichel. He played 11 times against Manchester City in that time and was never on the losing side. Giggs. Just took on a little bit too much. Manchester City have harassed and hounded Manchester United every step of the way, and that's a terrific pass, and then Anelka is broken clear, and this time he's brought down, is he, by Barthez, forced away by O'Shea. Now the referee has given a free kick to Manchester United. on the advice of his assistant on the far side. Well, no question that Anelka was onside, was he? Flag stayed down there. Maybe a free kick for a foul by Gota on O'Shea. That's all I can think of. Was the contact when he rather fell over Bartez's body, in fairness. O'Shea.